Hi, my name is Steve Flanagan. I wanted to tell you my story of my family and get a message across to everybody with something that's very dear to my heart. My daughter Brittany, about a year ago, lost her life to the drug Molly. We were an average family. We had 3 beautiful daughters. She was a goofy kid. She was a fun kid. She loved to laugh. Her friends loved to have her around. You know, she lit up a room. So the night in Boston, the plan that evening was to go into town with her friends. They were going to carpool into Boston. They're going to see a show. It was I think an 18 and older show, a dance show. The choice they made there was to, take the drug Molly. I've got pictures of Brittany with her sister at 10:30ish, just kind of standing there, hanging out casual, not crazy, not jumping around out of control. So about midnight-ish, somebody came over and told Alyssa that Brittany was acting kind of weird. Alyssa went over and saw Brittany and said, Britt, you okay? And she said, yeah, my legs are acting kind of weird. So she walked her out toward the door to get some fresh air. I guess it was an outdoor patio or something there. And before she got to the door, she ended up going into a seizure and collapsing. So at that point in time, they brought her out into a stairwell. Alyssa stayed with her. She was having a seizure the entire time that they were waiting for the EMTs to arrive. When she arrived at the hospital, she was in bad shape. I don't know, quite honestly, when she actually got there. Again, it might have been 20 past 12, might have been 12:30. By 1:08, she was gone. Maybe it scares you as a parent that I'm telling you there were no alarms going off. That's what is part of the scary part of this is I didn't have a reason to be concerned. So when she put together that night of going out with her friends, they had done this before. They had gone out with their friends before. I never had a problem before. So why would I look at this any differently? You going into Boston? Awesome. I used to do it all the time as a kid. It's a fun time. Enjoy. It was easy to trust Brittany because you didn't have any reason not to. Her friends were like people. There wasn't, I didn't have a concern that Brittany was hanging out with the wrong crowd, I guess you'd say. The message right here to the parents is just because your kid might be just like my daughter was and you trust them and they're doing all the right things, you still have no idea. You still don't know. And this is very important to understand, is they all took the same thing. 5 of them are fine, and 1's dead. So you don't know what you're taking, and you don't know how you're going to react to it. If everybody is taking the same thing, well, I'll be fine if you're fine. That might not be the case. As a parent, what do I wish I knew now that I didn't know then? I guess I wish I knew about Molly. To a point, I wish I knew more about the drugs these kids are experimenting with. But I'm challenged as to how you find that out, how you have that discussion with the kid. You can't come across as the military state. You can't come across as preaching hard-nosed, hard line. You can do that, and it can work for some, but I think you risk pushing them away. You risk shutting them down. So the media is going to throw everything out at these kids, whether it's on the TV, on the internet, or whatever the case is. Ask the kid their opinion of it. You'll get the answer you might have been looking for, as opposed to telling the kid your opinion of it and the kid not responding. There's no second chance. And as a parent, you don't ever want that phone call. We know that. But to have the discussion and have the awareness and guide that choice in any way, shape, or form you can is critical. You don't want to be the one that gets the phone call. You don't want to be the one that gets, has to go to a place in Boston where these kids all end up, the medical examiner's office, and open up a manila folder with a black and white picture and a number. You never want to have that conversation. So take from that, back it up, and spend the time.